Run for your life, run for your life. People talking, spinning tales in the night, starting rumors like a wildfire, acting like you've got all the time in sight. It's all put on, you can't even react. Not allowed to speak, no word coming back. Just believe they know it's really true, but that's not how it works. Here's a clue. Up for yourself, don't stay quiet. If you say nothing, they'll keep on their riot. Your truth deserves a voice, hear it loud. Break through the noise, rise up from the crowd. Silence may be golden, but will it make it right? Or should you stand your ground and take on the fight? Does ignoring them work, or will they amplify? Whether you turn away or stand tall and defy. Walls grow bigger, fueled by despair. What's their goal? Do they even care? Planting seeds of doubt in the minds of the meek. But you hold the power, it's your truth they seek. Run for your life, don't let them decide. Stand strong in the chaos, let your spirit be your guide. Speak your truth loudly, let it ignite. This is your moment, it's time to take flight. Run for your life, run for your dreams. Break through the shadows, shatter their schemes. Feet on the ground, heart in the sky, chasing the sunrise, I'm ready to fly. On a journey, freedom calls my name. Striding through shadows, I'll never be the same. Every step I take, the past fades away. Today's the first page, I'm here to stay. With every heartbeat, I feel so alive. Embracing the moment, no plans to contrive. I'm gonna run like the wind through the trees. Feel the rush in my veins, like a whispering breeze. Nothing can stop me, I'm breaking the chain. Dancing through the darkness, I'll weather the rain. Horizons await me, I'll reach for the stars. Leaving behind all my doubts and my scars. The road is my canvas, my dreams are the paint. On this path of adventure, I won't hesitate. Running, running, the world's calling me. Lost in the rhythm, I'm finally free. So I'll run through the valleys, I'll soar past the hills. Let the rhythm of life guide me, it gives me the thrills. Every mountain I conquer, I feel so bold. With courage beside me, my story unfolds. Feet on the ground, heart in the sky. I'm gonna run like the wind, no limits to defy. As the sun sets, gently painting skies so bright, I'll cherish each moment, dancing in the light. No fears in my heart, just dreams in my soul. On this journey of wonder, I'm finally whole. I'm gonna run like the wind through the trees. Feel the rush in my veins, like a whispering breeze. Nothing can stop me, I'm breaking the chain. Dancing through the darkness, I'll weather the rain. Through mountains and rivers, I'll find my way. With hope as my my compass, I'm here to stay. Each corner I turn brings a new surprise. In this dance of adventure, I'll rise and rise. Flames, they rise, the night is dark. Battles rage, consume the spark. Shadows seek to drag us down. Fight the night, wear the crown. They want to break us, but we break free. Tides they turn and winds they howl. Through the storm we stand so proud. Rise above it all, hear the call. We won't stumble, we won't fall. Step by step we'll reach the sky. Lift your spirit, don't you cry. Voices loud, they spew their lies, but we soar through stormy skies. Mountains tall, we climb them too. With our hearts, we push on through. Fear is lurking at the door, but it's courage we implore. With each heartbeat loud and true, rise above what we once knew. When the darkness closes in, hold on tight, let the fight begin. In the depths we find our light. Together we ignite the night. Rise above it all, hear the call. We won't stumble, we won't fall. Step by step we'll reach the sky. Lift your spirit, don't you cry. And when the dawn begins to break, we'll stand strong for our own sake. Together we're unstoppable. In unity we are invincible.
Hey guys, sorry I couldn't find my camera. I forgot my camera. It was behind. Okay, am I good now? Y'all say hi as y'all come in so I can say hi back. Hold on, guys. My mic died. I have to switch them out. You like the energy? It matches the vibe. Good. Y'all say hi as y'all come in so I can say hi back, guys. Hey, Miss Chewy.
Just charge it while you use it.
All right. That should be good now.
Now, we actually
Okay. Let's see. Okay, look. Here's a way we could say. Here we have, hey, Rapper. Hey, Miss Ann. Hey, Robin H. Laura Jean. Pat Gaines. Hey, Lucky Sean. Is this on Facebook or YouTube? Both. You can be whichever one you want to be in, Barbara. Who became a member? I saw it when I sat down. Oh, here it is. Cheryl. Okay, look.
Wait.
Thank you so much for becoming a member. So I'm going to play you the dance party to say thank you. And I've got to grab something while I do that, guys.
Say the same thing every single time. I say you're the best, They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They don't need that, they don't got here.
But now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of skits I'm on you wouldn't understand.
Thank you for renewing or upping it. Whichever you did, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Jonathan's doing some cartwheels in chat. Okay. So you had me all cracking up in here. Hey, OG Nanny. Did you get to watch the second half that you missed or the first half, whichever you missed? Oh my gosh. Hey, Brittany. It was so funny, wasn't it, Lucky Shine? Good grief. But I was getting a migraine, so I didn't want to end, but sunny days. Hey, TMI. There's Joyce Bushhall. Oh. Why'd you let her kick me? I have two girls in here making videos, so I didn't do that. She did that herself. What are you doing?
Look, this is what
Hold on, let me mute for a second, y'all. Bailey's Hopper. I made homemade chicken tortilla soup for dinner. It's so good. Yummy!
While you're downstairs.
Hold on, I'll let her say hi to you when she comes back. Hey, SW. You can't play music. How loud is it?
No, it's in the airport.
Okay. Hey, Turtle Gang. How'd you like it, OG Nanny? Lucas. Hey, Lucas. There's no Mad Beads. Oh, no, Mad. I forgot to braid. You made me say braid. I forgot to measure Dexter. And we had bought him a toy, and I was playing with him with his toy and didn't even measure him. Darn it. I rushed home, and then I started vacuuming, and I was trying to get everything done before I went live. It was crazy. Oh, yeah, tonight's Turtle Island, guys. Is it? Let me see if it's posted yet. Please hold. Okay, Bailey, look, come say. So, look, here is.
It's not hyperpigmentation?
Hold on. Where did the comment go? They're going too fast. Oh, hey, Robin H.
Can I go live with you?
How are you? Hey, don't spit drink on me.
Here, I'll go get you one. Yeah.
Bailey. Oh my gosh. Now she's gone, and I just looked everywhere for this comment.
Wait.
There it is. I'll keep it on the screen. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Wait, what is it? Hi, Bessie.
Okay.
Bailey.
There, this Moto Mom.
Oh, hi, girl.
And then look at what Turtle Gang did.
Is that for me?
Mm-hmm.
And it better be for me this time.
Look at her. Guys, I forgot to give her the $20. But I buy you everything.
Hey, I know what I want already.
Hold on, let me mute. She's gonna give me a list, guys. What do you say to Turtle Gang?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to Cash App it to her early so she can get something from Shein. Thank you, Turtle Gang, so very much. That's so sweet of you. I told her that I would do it on the... I would only do it if they went out to make their TikToks. If you can, let me know tonight. I'll start it on the build. I just need to know how long to make it. Okay. Remind me. It is posted? Okay. Remind me, and when I start playing the video, I'll run down and measure him, okay? Okay. Turtle. Island. Tonight. Okay, here's the link. Y'all go press notify me so y'all can come hang out with us. I'm going to Miss Turtle Island tonight. Why, Tammy? Who messaged me last night and told me the kind of emoji we need? I'm not going to say what it was, but which one of you? Because I don't remember who messaged me, but I remember getting the message. Which one of you sent me a message? Okay, so... I'm trying to remember how to do this. Y'all give me just a second. What about... Hold on, guys. What you need, baby? Oh, okay. Just making sure I didn't have to mute for you. Where do I go for the... Guys, I'm having a serious... Okay. You know what? I'll figure it out in a second. I'll figure it out when I start. Why are we going to be in trouble? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl. Sorry. I want to call you Cheryl for some reason. Oh, you have to go to sleep, Tammy. Dang it. Well, that's okay. You can rewatch it, right? Or I might replay it. It depends on how many jerks call in. I don't want to, like, advertise their nastiness because the only reason they call in is to get, like, attention, you know? So, it just depends. I like to play it. Alright, so what I wanted to do tonight was go over the neighbor Bobby's interview. You guys have seen this, put a 1 in chat. If you haven't, put a 2. I'm pretty sure almost everyone at this point has seen it. And during this interview, her car conditioner sounds like something crazy's happening. So we just gotta ignore the sound. But since that video came out, that is nothing. Then I think that we need to review what she said during this. The video came out in front of her house. You made a comment. Yeah, I remember your comment. Hey, Georgia Sky, how are you, sweetie pie? Juicer. H. Davis. Isn't she sweet? Isn't Turtle Gang sweet, y'all? Okay, let's see. Okay, Tammy. Well, I hope you have a good night's sleep anyways. You haven't seen it, Tammy? Hey, Grandmammy Annie, you haven't seen it either? Lucky Sean has. OG Nanny, you haven't. H. Davis hasn't got his love, hasn't? Hey, got his love. There's Turtle Talk. Okay, well, since it was in front of her house, I think it's relevant to go back over what was said by her. So, obviously, this is JLR's channel. He has her on, and he just asks her some questions and lets her talk. And in my opinion, you guys know the person in the neighborhood that knows everything and has they make your business their business everywhere. That would be this girl to me, Bobby. Hold on, let me fix this. No, not that one. This one. All right. So, I haven't seen you in a while. I've missed you. Hey, Moto. Oh, okay. It's Kim. Hi, Kim. Yeah, if you change your name, make sure you let us know, because a lot of times there's name changes and we know nothing about it. So we don't know who you are. Hey, Cindy E, I'm so glad to see you too. Bubbles, I love you. All right, let's get started, okay? Y'all ready? This is Bobby that lives on Kellen, right beside Sebastian.
Be nice to see you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on JLR Investigates. A lot of people were in the chat because no one ever really heard from a neighbor, Miss Bobby.
Yeah, well, I've kind of kept myself, we're all kind of hidden.
Yeah, you share a lot of insight. You've been there from day one, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know that I was in your group from another group from really even, honestly, one was such a just dramatic day. I don't even think, the only thing I was in on day one was our neighborhood group, because that's where, so no, actually I wasn't in any Facebook groups day one. It was so
I'm going to show y'all's comments. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all's comments. My computer just needs to catch up with what I'm trying to do. and the video was like laggy, so I'm just going to give it a second. You haven't seen it, Cheryl? You crack me up, Bubbles. All right. Let's see if it works now. Okay, now let's see if it'll be choppy or not. Sorry, guys, I'm dealing with kids. 3 kids tonight. And everything's going on at once. So let's see if it's choppy now.
So it was such a crazy moment. So probably...
Yeah. Yeah, when you say Katie commented, what do you mean by that? She joined.
And she created a post around, I want to say 7:30 maybe.
It's still playing on my side. Why isn't it playing on this side? Y'all, a second. I'm going to go restart the Wi-Fi. This drives me crazy. Please hold. Maybe it will be good now. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm sorry, Turtle Gang. I had to restart my Wi-Fi. It was acting silly. It was acting silly. It was running low and lagging. Running slow, rather. So let's try again. Let me do... Now...
Just dramatic day that I don't even think, the only thing I was in on day one was our neighborhood group, because that's where Katie had first commented about him being gone.
Funny, Brittany.
So no, actually I wasn't in any Facebook groups day one. It was such a crazy moment. So probably...
Yeah, when you say Katie commented, what do you mean by that? She joined a neighborhood group?
Well, so I'm an admin of our private neighborhood group, and she created a post, I want to say around, I want to say 7:30 maybe ish.
So that weird like clicking and her lagging, that's on her side. We should be running good now. So we just have to ignore it. And I'm gonna see if I can actually make it a little bit faster. So Katie made a post around 7:30. Is that what she said? Yes, she said Katie made a post about 7:30 in that Facebook group that she's an admin of.
She created a post, I want to say around, I would say 7:30 maybe ish, 7:30 that morning, Monday morning, simply just saying my son is missing, and kind of commented on a little bit about him. Like, I think she made the comment about how tall he was, and that he was autistic and he was missing. Please check your cameras. It was just like a 2-liner, just real quick, shooting it out there.
So like maybe like an hour and a half, something after she and Chris, that we found out that they called and reported Sebastian missing.
Correct. It was, yes, because I think that from what I understood, she called around 6:30 that morning, I think. Was it about 6:30, I think is?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it was. And I think from what another neighbor said, that she actually caught her SUV leaving the neighborhood right before that, or right after that. And so it was, she did all that and then came back, and then I guess that's when she put it on the Facebook page. But I also remember what I thought was very odd was shortly before that, another neighbor, so if their house is here, if you're going up Stafford, a little bit farther up Stafford, was actually the first one to ask, hey, what's all going on in the neighborhood? Because my older son left to go to work that morning, approximately 8 o'clock, and there was already police all up and down Stafford, like just covering it. And they were already out walking around and stuff. And so I don't know, I guess she saw some of that traffic as she was leaving to go to work, and she posted first on the Facebook page. And then Katie, after that, is when she posted, and I went back to find that, and that previous neighbor deleted her post.
What about Katie's post?
I don't know. No, the original post, the first post.
Yeah.
The neighbor, it's gone. She had to have deleted it, because you can't, if you're not the creator of the post, you can't delete someone else's post. They have to delete it. But when I went back a couple weeks after everything happened and things kind of calmed down a little bit, I was talking to somebody else, and I was like, I remember, didn't such and such make the post first? And this is a neighbor down the street from me. And she said, yeah, I remember that. And I was like, I wonder what the time frame was different. And I went back to look, and it was gone. So the original neighbor that very first posted asking what was all the commotion going on. And I still wonder if that's why Katie posted that. But then it was like 2 or 3 neighbors after. So Katie posted her comment.
Guys, I saw a post from another creator today. Hey, Criminal Mid, Lena. I don't know if you heard me when I said hi to you when you came in. Let me see. Reggie Be Good. You need to take your router and exchange that thing. They just gave me a new one. I think it's just my computer. I think I'm just getting too slow of a computer. I'm just gonna have to save up and get like a expensive one, I guess. Oh, okay. I saw a post from a creator, and they said that they had it set to where they let YouTube choose where to place the ads in the videos, and it gave an ad like every 5 or 10 minutes. It was awful. So it scared me. So I need to go in and check that. So if you get ads every few minutes, I'm about to fix that. Hey, how are you doing, Criminal Med? Yeah, Turtle Island's in 45 minutes. So we're not going to get through this whole thing. Here is Turtle Island tonight. Well, shoot. Y'all make sure y'all have your notification turned on for that. Excuse me. Okay, so let's try to get through this as much as we can.
Or her post, and then several people commented after. I didn't see anything. Because she was asking, like, everybody check their cameras. I didn't see anything. And then Chris posted underneath that and simply said something like, yeah, my son's missing. That was it.
Oh. So what did it say, like, where the post was originating from, or was Chris around the neighborhood by then?
Okay, so I have twins, and when we first heard about everything, they jumped up and went running out of the house. And
Lucky Shine, this emoji is for you guys.
went across the street down to where they live, and they walked over because they wanted to be a part of helping, look for him. And they went over there, and Chris was not there yet. So Seth was in the 8:30.
8:30, okay.
8:20-ish. Yeah, because my oldest son had already left for work. He left about 8. Then my twins, when I got the phone call from the neighbor very nearby them that is a good friend of mine about 8:15, 8:20 that morning, asking if I had heard what would happen. And I had not yet because I hadn't gotten going for the day yet. And then when my son texted me, I didn't answer. So he called my other boy's phone and asked them, hey, do y'all see what's going on? And they came around my room and said, hey, Mom, did you hear what happened? I was like, wait, what? What's going on? My phone's ringing. You guys are running in here. Like, what is happening here? And my neighbor was on the phone calling me. And so as soon as I heard the neighbor tell me the story, what happened, they went running out the door and went over there to kind of help, with the search and stuff. And they said that they saw Seth and Katie in the front yard and of course, they didn't know the names back then.
They seem nosy. That she's asking who's in the front yard, and she asks her kids who's in the front yard and stuff. I don't know. It just seems a little invasive when your kid's missing. The part where they run over to ask to help and stuff, I mean, that's just helping a neighbor. I understand that. But the way she seems to know everything that was said and done, it's just feels like Gladys in the neighborhood, okay?
Then they just knew, like, now that they've seen pictures, they go back and say, yeah, it was Seth and Katie and Kathy Bowersox and a bunch of other police,
You're back nomad. You like that emoji, Lucky?
Law enforcement and stuff like that. But Chris was not there yet.
Interesting.
There then. On Kelly.
So the next street, the street that turns into Staff Street.
Yeah.
SUV, like a time.
I dislocated. I dislocated my tabs. Are you going live again after Turtle Island tonight? Yes, I will. Okay, Miss Chewy. Yeah, we don't want her hungry. There's no sound again. I'm about to just throw this computer out the door. What do I need an update for? Browser update available? Well, I can't do that right now, computer. You're going to have to wait. Hey, Ruby Joy. We're just trying to go through this as much as we can before Turtle Island. Turtle Island's in like 45 minutes, so. And my computer's not cooperating with me to do this fast. Okay, try again. This interview was on JLR's 8 months ago. Like right after this happened, y'all. Well, you know what I mean, not long after. And this is Bobby, the neighbor that lives on Kellen, right by Chris and Katie and Sebastian.
Katie was already back from looking. She had just got back from looking, and the kids have to be in school at 7:30. And so she normally leaves the house at 7 to take her kids to school. But Katie was already in the front yard, and all the cops and stuff were there. So she stopped for a minute to talk to her, took her to school. My neighbor that had the camera footage told me that her timeline is not working correctly, but when she puts it all together with the sunrise and then the bus coming through and all of that, she said it was approximately about 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:20. It was right in between supposedly when she discovered him missing. Supposedly she gets up, she runs around the house, she gets dressed, and she drives to the neighborhood and that kind of thing, and was looking for him. But I know the neighbor next, if you're looking at the Prophet's house on the left, when she went running out of her house hysterical, the neighbor next to her was already out. You know, of course, everybody's getting up, getting ready for work, getting kids ready for school. Bus comes 6:45, 6:50-ish. 6:50. It's been a long kids have ridden the bus, so I have to really think about that one. But it's definitely before 7 because the kids have to be in school in class by 7:30. And we're the last pick up before he actually goes to school because we're right next to the school. So you know, everybody was getting up and getting ready for work and everything. So she actually saw her.
It's just weird to me that she instantly jumped in, and I forgot to speed it up, y'all. She instantly jumped in and started, you know, she inserted herself. It's just weird that she did that. I guess maybe some people just like doing this stuff. Who knows? It's just all weird to me.
And she asked her what was going on, and she told her. And so she actually walked around the house and was helping her look around the house. So she was already back from looking around 7.
Interesting. When she left to go look for Sebastian, I know that if you turn right going out of the Prophet, you go up the top of the hill, it's a cul-de-sac, or you go around and you go up your street all the way at the back where the construction is. Did she, before she ventured out of the neighborhood, did she go up those roads, do you know of, to look?
Did she go up my road?
Hey, can I kick it?
Your road or her road itself to the top of the cul-de-sac? You know, where
the only thing I was right. So the only thing I was told, of course, we nobody in my house was up or out yet, so I can't verify that because we weren't out yet. But the neighbor that told me that she saw her SUV drive across her driveway saw her leave.
Like
so that's right.
That's interesting.
So
you would think that maybe you stay in the neighborhood a little bit and go up and down your own streets. Looking around.
That was when she went. That was when she went to school, thinking that he had walked to the school on his own, which I don't know why. He's never done that before. So why would he do that? I mean, like, why would he just walk to school by himself? Like, why would he walk to school by himself? So, but that
Never met Sebastian herself, as far as I know. I know, Lena, it is weird. He said that it could confuse the signals even more or something like that.
that's what I was told, that she actually walked around her house outside, didn't find him, so she got in her car and drove to the school.
And was back by 7. Around that time.
Before that.
Yeah. Sebastian, did he take the bus to school, or did he take him in her car?
The neighbor, yeah, from what the neighbors, of course, I don't have kids that ride the bus anymore. But from what the
the kind of lagging, like the braking, like when she's braking as she's talking, and that wind noise, that's all her, because she's just on her phone outside of her house. The only thing that mine does is it'll just like do the circle forever if my Wi-Fi's not acting right.
the neighbor nearby said that he did ride the bus. Now, the neighbor on the corner that has a surveillance camera said that there is a special bus that comes for certain kids that has special needs and whatever. And
What the heck? Hold on, I'm trying to find the teddy bear emoji with the glasses I uploaded for you guys. Yes, this is Katie and Chris and Sebastian's neighbor Bobby, who lives on Kellen. Binocular Bobby, because she watches everything like a Gladys in the neighborhood.
she said, I don't think he gets on that bus. I think he gets on the other bus. So that was what I was told. I can't verify that, so I can't answer that appropriately.
Gotcha. Got you. So we're talking all law enforcement, all there, starting to descend onto the area, 8 a.m.-ish, right? 8 a.m.-ish. What?
they were there before that. They were in cars parked. By the time when my son went to work at 8, they were already there and already got clumped up together and starting to talk because they were already in the front yard talking to them. So they were, I don't know exact. I mean, I would say, I mean, they were probably there. I'm trying to remember what she said when she got ready to leave. She never said anything. The neighbor that called me and told me about it never mentioned law enforcement being there. She just said that Katie was outside walking around, you know, upset and everything. And she asked her, like, what's going on? But she didn't specify if there were law enforcement there. But they were already there and out of their cars and in the front yard at 8 o'clock. So they had to have been there before that.
Gotcha. Any idea when Seth got there?
No, but I do know that he was there by the time my kids went over there, like I said, which was about 8:30. He was already there. And I also know that his truck was there, like off and on the whole time.
Gotcha.
But I don't know what time exactly.
So what happens to, just explain to everybody then, what did law enforcement do at that point, like throughout the morning, once they all arrived there? Did more and more law enforcement come, or was there certain?
I told my neighbor down the street, I said, I didn't even know we had these agencies. I mean, like, I've never in my life ever seen such a response. It was overwhelming. It was like, it kind of freaked me out. Like, oh my God, I feel like I'm living in a real life, like, drama crime scene. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That is crazy to think about, though. You don't ever think about your town and everything that's in it. You know what I mean? For the Turtle Island win strategy, go Dumpling. Oh, this is my picture tonight, guys. This is what they made for me tonight over there on the other channel. Isn't that cute? Sandy has got Sandy. What's her? Sandy. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. It's the squirrel on SpongeBob. They put a blonde wig on her with a Bible. Isn't that cute? Now, I was going to tell y'all one more thing about tonight, but I forgot what it was. I'll remember right when I press play watch.
That came out was the sheriff's department, because we live in a county. So sheriff's department respond first because, you know, we're not part of the city. So they came out first and they literally walked all up and down and around and everything. And then they came door to door and asked everybody, you know, who all had cameras and whatnot. What did you see?
That's what I was saying. Thank you. That it's weird when you don't ever think about if your what all your whole town has, SWATs and everything, and then you see all that in your neighborhood. That would kind of freak me out too. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, whatever. And then it was, now of course I'm having to really go back in my head. It's been a little while. It was later on that afternoon, they brought some dogs in, everybody to walk around their own, to look underneath stuff in anything that's unlocked. So all of us up and down my street, everybody, my neighbors came out with me. She and I walked together the cul-de-sac down the street a little bit. There's a barbed wire fence behind us as of right now, so you can't get over that, but we get around it. And so we both walked up and around that, just looked everywhere that was kind of close by. And then I noticed that they had the drones up, and of course the news was that was Tuesday. The news came out and was flying the helicopter around. It was chaotic. It was absolutely chaotic.
Did you see Seth and Katie out there looking? No.
Not in our neighborhood. Never.
Never seen them walk around.
No, they were in their yard out, but never left their property. No. I know for a fact because so Monday my kids were out with law enforcement, because at that point it was, we need all the neighbors come out, help us. So at that point, my kids jumped into one of those razor things and drove all up and through the property and stuff. And then my other one walked with the canine unit in the construction zone, all the way through that. They literally, I had to call them one time and tell them, y'all need to come home and have lunch. I mean, this is crazy. I know you want to help, but you got to come home and eat. And so then they came home, they ate, and then they went back out there, and they were out there with them all day Monday, all day. And then, so Tuesday we had SWAT. That was the day we had the vigil. And it was interesting because we put out a post on the neighborhood group that we're having a vigil, and everybody's invited, but we want it to be just the neighborhood only because we want it to be a private vigil just for our neighborhood and for the family. We were hoping if we made it more personal like that the family would come and they wouldn't be overwhelmed with all this. That was the other thing. Good God, the traffic. The second that it got out, we had tons of people just driving up and down the street, just looking and watching. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do to help. We're flooded already with police. I don't know what outsiders coming in are going to do. I mean, it was chaotic as it was anyway, and now you got all these extra people coming out there, so it just got so chaotic. But so Tuesday night we planned the vigil, went down there, got in a big circle, introducing everybody. There's neighbors. There are neighbors. Actually, we have I think 2, maybe 3 sets of neighbors that are in law enforcement. They're in different counties. One of them is actually a part of Hendersonville Police, and then the other 2 came to the vigil. As a matter of fact, the one that is part of Hendersonville has been in a neighborhood since almost the beginning. Know them very well, good people. And he was down there with a flashlight because we had so many people.
Does anyone remember who has immunity tonight, guys? I know that, hold on, let me stop sharing it and then reshare it again because it's sounding kind of weird again. I know most of that's on her end, but it's still aggravating the heck out of me. So does anyone remember who has immunity tonight? I know Bomb does. I know Bomb does for sure. But who was there a second person? There's usually always a second person, isn't there?
People driving up and down and around and start circling and going up and down and circling and coming back and forth. And we're just like, good grief. The Proudfoot sent, I don't know who it was, but they came down and we were all introducing ourselves, and they introduced themselves as aunt and uncle.
The Proudfoots?
Don't have
It might have been Clue, but we have to be positive. I'll go back and try to listen real quick.
Aunt and uncle?
Proudfoots. Apparently, I don't know if it was somebody's brother or that's what they introduced themselves as. We are, maybe it was Sebastian's aunt and uncle.
Chris and
They introduce themselves as aunts and uncles.
Why
So
didn't Chris, did Seth go?
No.
So no Seth, no Proudfoot family members that claim
Yes.
they ran.
That's correct. Yes.
When do you know that Chris arrived home?
I did not, because I didn't even, I know, I had never met them. They moved in and nobody knew them. Like nobody ever really knew them. And so
When did they move in? Do you know? Gotcha.
yeah, them.
I'm pretty positive it was Clue and Bomb also, y'all. How did it sound like that? Clue and Bomb. I'm pretty sure Clue and Bomb, yeah. And hey, Sassy Pants. So here's where so someone asked in the chat, when does the trash get picked up? Because of that video about the trash truck. It does not get picked up anywhere near when that video happened. Listen to her answer.
exactly.
Going a specific direction or area? Did you see them centered around a certain area, or did they pick up any scent?
Okay, so there was no scent that was picked up from their house to anywhere. However, and my kids were with the handler and the canine and actually watched. He followed them all through the construction zone. And one of my kids actually saw one of the dogs take the handler to one of the retention ponds. And not only did he go to the retention pond, he ran to it and jumped in it. And the handler had to go and get him and take him out of the water and then dry him off. And my son looked over at the handler and said, "Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like that before." He looked at me and said, "He's never done that before." And my son said, "Why did he just jump in that?" He said he was following a scent. And then the other
on that, did they go in the water? Did they take scuba divers or anything in there?
Supposedly, when I told Seth that when I met him at the most recent vigil, he said they drained the pond twice and nothing. But not only did I see that, but when on day 3, I think it was Wednesday, when National Guard came through and they had their dogs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were all up and down through the neighborhood. That's why whenever I said, the police aren't doing enough, I have some of my own personal thoughts about that, but I will tell you right now, we had we had the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, we had Hendersonville Police, we had.
If we do not and not finish it up tomorrow, it just depends on how it goes. We'll have to play it by ear. The YouTube street's unpredictable, but the second half of this video is the most interesting to me. Hey, Michelle Finch, how are you?
State troopers, we had National Guard, we had drones, we had helicopters, we had canines, we had 2 sets of different canines, and the National Guard brought theirs. So we were flooded. Okay, so back to the whole dog.
Let's go to the trash, because the trash is what everyone is curious about. The time the trash picks up, and then in reference to the lights. We're going to talk about the 3:10 a.m. lights. Let's talk about the trash. What do you know?
So our trash gets picked up by J.E. McMurtry Disposal, has for many, many, many years. They used to, a few years back, they would pick up around 6:30-ish, but then the bus was coming through and it was making it hard for them to come through with the bus, and all the kids were out and it was just chaotic. So they switched it, and now they go down my street about 5:30, 5-ish, between 5:15-ish, 5:20, something like that, every Monday morning. That's going down my hill, though. That's not when they come in and they're going around it. That's when they're coming back down. So yeah.
I mean, that's an extra, 20 minutes? How long does it take for the trash truck guy to go through the whole entire neighborhood?
And the other misconception is a lot of people are saying that they have to hand dump the trash bin in there. They don't. It's a new truck. They have an arm, and it does it for them. So that was another thing where they're having to pick up these big. No, they're not. They have an arm. They roll it over to the arm, connect it to the arm, and they dump it. You can hear it. I mean, it's not quiet. It's loud. I mean, you hear the arm doing all that. So by the time they collect the trash coming up the street, though, not going down it. They're collecting it as they come up. So I guess they're probably in the neighborhood just around 5, just before 5.
And they're out of there before the buses come.
Yes.
Okay. So she says that the trash truck goes by her house at 5:20 on Monday mornings, and the trash truck is updated. It's not, you don't have to get out and pick the trash up. Y'all remember when a lot of people, it was going all around YouTube, that the guy that collects the trash, one of the guys that collect the trash, said that their trash can was more heavier than usual, so they must have to dump it by hand. I don't know if they weigh it as they dump it or what, but they use the arm to pick them up and dump them, like the normal trash trucks you see everywhere.
Yes.
Or the bus comes, or you said buses. Where's trash go?
Oh, it gets dumped in either Nashville or Gallatin. If Nashville is full, they'll temporarily dump it to Gallatin. And then once, I guess, Nashville gets finished, whatever, then they'll transport to Nashville. The big misconception was that the neighborhood behind us, they get picked up by a different company on Tuesdays. So that's a whole different thing.
Is that construction development? you're talking about?
Well, that was the dumpster that everybody was asking about. How is it possible that, whatever, that the dog hit over there as well? The second dog that was out walking hit also by the trash dumpster. And the trash dumpster owner found that out when law enforcement told him that we got a hit by the dumpster. The owner of the dumpster called them back and said, okay, we dumped our trash on this certain day, Tuesday, whatever, on that certain day in Kentucky. So you guys need to go and get a warrant, obviously. And he gave them permission to go search the Kentucky dumpster or landfill. So that's why they went to Kentucky. And then I was told that they also checked Gallatin and Nashville.
But I still wonder why they went and searched that landfill to get a warrant. I don't know if they need a warrant, if they have permission to do it, but I don't know why they did it. It seems like they would need probable cause to get out there and do all that work. I always thought it was to look for cameras if they threw the cameras away. But if they threw the cameras away that they had in their house, if they had cameras in their house, then I feel like they would be they'd be in trouble by now. You know what I mean? There would be more that came out. It's confusing. Can we please call Bobby Gladys? Absolutely. Gladys with the glasses, the neighborhood Gladys. And I got my glasses too. Don't think I'm making fun of it. It's just Gladys with the glasses from the neighborhood.
Nashville as well.
That night, Katie claims, the night of the 25th.
This interview was done, where did I put it? It was done on June 9th, 2024. It was 8 months ago. Bobby, lives on Kellen. She immediately jumped in, inserted herself, helped set up a prayer vigil. She was asking her kids who was in their yard, was the dad there, blah, blah, blah. All the good stuff, the normal nosy neighborhood Nancy, right? It's Gladys. She knows a lot I'd be following close to if it was my neighborhood. I have no idea who or how or where my trash goes. I don't either. I guess they called it. I guess they figured all that out after this happened, maybe. He worked 4 days a week and came home unless we really get. Oh, I thought you were talking about Chris. I was trying to think of somewhere near. Oh, do you live near her, Brittany? That means, okay.
That Sebastian takes the trash out after they arrived home from going out to dinner. Go ahead.
There's no specific footage of that. The neighbor that has the Ring door camera that saw that, she said to me on the phone that the only thing you can see is a silhouette. She said you cannot see a physical person. There is absolutely no physical proof of Sebastian being at their house that night after dinner. There's nothing. There's her car coming home. My neighbor did tell me that she saw her car come, but she parks in the garage, so nobody saw him get out of the car.
What time was that? I always want to know what time she arrived home. Do you know?
I asked, and she said that it was so dark that she couldn't really see. She saw like about 6 or so, I think is what she said, ish, because they went to dinner at Texas and then supposedly came home, and then her car came into the driveway around.
That doesn't make sense either. She didn't know what time they came home because it was too dark for her to see her car. Does she not have clocks in her house to look? I called my boyfriend Gladys because he knows every move in the neighborhood. So does my Nana. Nana's Gladys, y'all. My Nana's Gladys. My local city. There are sheep, chickens, and cows within city limits. 4 cops and a chaplain drive Tesla SUV and recovery boat. You can see Canada and Seattle from beaches. Oh, that sounds nice, Grandmammy Annie. Garbage goes to the Kentucky landfill there. Off of, oh, you're talking about, okay. OG Nanny, that cracks me up. That's my Nana.
6, and then somebody pulled the trash bin out, after that. But they don't know who it was because you can't tell.
So no evidence. Any neighbor, including yourself or because you all talk, the neighbors talk to everybody and said there's nothing to indicate that he was home that night. He got home that night.
There's no proof of that. Nobody ever saw him come home, or really, I mean, I don't even know if anybody can say they saw him leave with her. I mean, no, I don't think anybody actually looked back that far. It was so chaotic at the very beginning. I think the police were so focused on a runaway teen.
Who is that person, Lena? Hey, Stills. We have 10 minutes till Turtle Island, guys. The link is pinned to the top. You're a nosy neighbor too, Robin H. I'm nosy too, but I don't really care that much about what's happening in the neighborhood. I'm just nosy with people I know. I'm a nosy friend. You'll be like, let me think of it. No, I'm nosy, okay? I'm nosy, but I'm not Gladys over here. Gladys nosy.
That was what everybody was focused on. So when they first asked to look at their video cameras, I think everybody was checking actual of him walking out, but there's no proof of him physically walking out. And then it was, okay, are there any cars around there? And so going back to the whole light thing, I was told that there was an unidentified car sitting on my street facing the entrance somewhere around 3:30 or so. And then the flashlights were actually seen on the neighbor's camera, 2 separate flashlights walking in between the yards, which the trash truck does not do. They don't need to. All of the trash is at the curb. They have never, ever gone. Matter of fact, when you sign up for services, they tell you in the email their rules and regulations. If your trash is not by the curb, they don't take it.
Okay, we're going to stop there and make a point. The video with the 2 flashlights seems like, to me, that's always caught my interest the most. You know, that seems the most sus to me, that video. That creeps me out, going between the houses. And I know that SF changes the story about if they see, you know, if the dogs really do go down the fence line, back up the fence line, back down the fence line, and across to the, like, neighbor's yard, diagonal. And what did he say after that? He said something about that's what they thought at first, or maybe he said that they thought that they went to the retention pond, but they didn't. I feel like he said for sure they went up and down the fence line and then diagonal across the neighbor's yard. And that makes me think of that flashlight video, the way the dogs went. So she said that, and then she talked about the car that was stopped there at about around 3-something a.m. That car, I believe, that she's talking about is the car that a neighbor called for a lift to, what are they called? I can't remember what the service is called, but they got a car for a lift to the airport. And then, like I said earlier, later on, after Turtle Island, we'll either finish this video or we'll cover Turtle Island. It just depends. We just have to play it by ear, whichever we decide to do. YouTube streets are unpredictable. Thank you, Estills, for hitting the like. Yeah, Gladys will be back. I used to be nosy when my kids went outside. Oh, gosh, I don't blame you for that. Be real nosy when my kids are out there. Turtle Island in 10 minutes. I'm a nosy neighbor. I sit on the porch and watch people. You people watch. Oh, dude. When cops are doing something like that, I want to watch too. I saw this when it came out. She explains a lot. She also says Chris stopped her in the street. Yes. So, oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to drink my coffee. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. Uber Duber? That's Uber? Oh, DoorDash is the food service. Okay. Yes, Uber Duber. So I told them, Transplant Warriors, the second half of the video is the most interesting to me. So we're going to finish it either after Turtle Island or tomorrow if we're going to cover Turtle Island. Because that's when it gets interesting. Yes, guys, before we leave, please hit the like. Let me go over in the poll real quick. If you guys are bored, have nothing to do, or even if you have something to do, listen to Turtle Island. It's fun. It's interesting. The link is pinned on the top. It's coming on in 10 minutes. Hopefully he doesn't change the time on us. We're starting off with Clue and Bomb. We're starting off with Clue and Bomb having immunity. Okay, so let's see. We had 103 votes, and dang, 60 people haven't seen this. So we definitely need to try to finish it. Boobies. Shady B. You did too? Can I kick it? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, no, I didn't, but I just looked and it looks like boobies to me for a second, too. Y'all freaked me out. Love you, Juicer. Headed to the island. Wait. Before we leave. Hold on. Totally for you, Lucky Shine. All right. I'll see you guys there. I love you guys. Make sure y'all hit the like before you leave, and remember, I will go live right after Turtle. Well, not right after, but about 30 minutes after Turtle Island. I'll see y'all there.